What's going on, everybody? CW Entertainment here. Today we're kind of starting up another new series here, and it is still on NCAA. And today we're going to be doing, as you guys can see on the play now, a Tennessee Vols Dynasty. And basically here, now the Vols are my favorite team in college sports, so I know it's a little weird if you guys were watching the Mike Wilson series that I did wind up going to Vanderbilt. And I pretty much didn't want to bring too many biases into that series, and I do know like the Vols and Vanderbilt are big rivals, so it's that in-state rivalry, so I didn't really want to bring that to that series. But I mean, I wasn't never going to go to somewhere like Georgia, Florida, Alabama, either one of those. But so pretty much just diving into this, I am going to use the 2016 roster, so the season that just passed is what we're going to be going on with this, and then pretty much leaving everything the same AI-wise, computer skill and all that. And I am actually changing up the conferences. We got Louisville over here in the ACC, also playing on All-American for both offense, defense. Might move it up to Heisman eventually. But we got the custom conferences here. We did wind up messing with it. Got Maryland and Rutgers over into the Big Ten. Old Dominion, WKU, Conference USA, UMass and the Independent. The MAC, MWC, Pac-12, SEC were all pretty much the same. The Sun Belt actually did have a couple other teams in it, but there are some teams on here that just aren't on the game yet. But we are going to be winding up taking over as Butch Jones, the head coach of the Tennessee Volunteers. And you guys can see here, man, his contract apparently ends in 2017, so it's actually where we should be at the start of this season. But looking at his skill tree, I wish he kind of put more into the recruiting, especially the gym lock. You guys can see in that recruiting section. One that had a little diamond in the magnifying glass sitting at 2, so that means we're gonna have to spend a little bit extra on scouting. But we're gonna go ahead and start setting up the recruiting board, and we're not gonna worry about creating a prospect. I'm not doing any of that. The team needs, let's say, center and fullback. Don't understand why fullback is a need. Tennessee runs a spread offense, and there is no use to have a fullback in this offense they run. Guys can see there's not really any top centers that want to come here. The best centers that we're looking at are 3-star guys. So right now the best guy looks like it's Michael Armstrong, the center. So I'm gonna wind up throwing him on the list. We're actually gonna throw these other 3-star guys too. And then we're getting looked to it. Some of the top players that are in like just break down all the states. Looks like the number 5 ranked guy, the running back, wants to come to UT. I'm guessing he's the number 1 back, on this list. But we're going through quarterbacks. That's not a need at all. You guys can see there are some other running backs. So we're just going to keep this one guy. The team's pretty loaded in the the running back category. Like I said, we're not going after fullbacks. Now with receivers, we will wind up adding a couple receivers here. Just seeing what they're kind of giving us. Pretty much looking at speed and height for these guys. So we do see a 5-star prospect down here. Looks like, and then we got another guy, Michael Foster. So hopefully, we can wind up snagging a couple of these guys as we go ahead and get along in our recruiting process. But we do wind up adding another guy here, tight end. I mean, I don't want to pass blocking tight end. That's the tackle. Excuse me. We do wind up adding the tackle. The tight ends weren't good at all. I mean, most of them were either a slow 3-star or a 2-star that just wasn't that good. But we do keep going on, man. We're looking at D-end. We definitely would love to have a couple of these guys on here, especially this Jacob Spurlock dude. He's a 5-star prospect. So we got to fight with Notre Dame, Kentucky, and Pitt for that one. Hopefully we can wind up snagging them D-tackles. But we'll add a couple of these guys just to see where it's at. Now right here, the cornerback class, it's okay for us. We got a couple 4-star prospects up here. And pretty much just looking, I don't want to go too deep into the cornerback class, especially since it's not considered one of our needs. So we do wind up adding Darius Williams to it. Free safety, we already added the 4-star, even though he's kind of a little slow, that 4.64, not too impressed with that. And then we got a few athletes up here that we'll try and see if we can snag. So hopefully we can wind up getting a few of these prospects, but we are going to have to go ahead and see what's out there. But next we're going to go ahead and start looking at our recruiting schedule. Looks like I couldn't really make up my mind to see what guy I wanted. Went down to the 5 stars too. But here is the schedule. Now, we do start off with an FCS opponent. I will be showing that in this vid. Not showing too much of that game. Just kind of quick. I mean, it's a few minutes of it. Now, the second game is not supposed to be an open game. It's supposed to actually be WKU. Couldn't get them in there. And UMass, I wasn't even on their schedule. But we are in the start of the season now. I did do the little points beforehand. And some of these guys, they do got to go. Some of these guys are just not even worth having on the team. Yes, to see this running back turned out to be pretty good. 81 overall, Leo Davis. So hey, looks like we might have a running back of the future coming up. You can see right here, we also got an athlete scouted up. The guard actually turned out to be a pretty good guy. The DN, man. Some of these guys actually, it's kind of good and bad that some of these guys are turning out. Looks like this receiver wound up not doing too good. He had decent speed. That's about it for him. But yeah, we are gonna wind up dropping him down. Even though we were one of the top people on him, and he was a 4-star recruit. And then 6'6", that's a pretty good size. You would hope to work on it. Actually, I'm not sure if I did drop him or not. It looks like Micah Foster. Yeah, kind of slow. I think we do wind up hanging on to some of these guys. Like I said, I don't really remember who all I kept on this list, but let's see. We're looking at Mike Warren. So we do have a few 4-star and a 5-star prospect at receiver. So we're probably just not sure exactly where I'm going. Whoa. We are pretty back on the top school, so we will wind up removing this receiver. Looks like we're just going to keep a couple on the list. Like we got Roderick Flores. I mean, there's no reason to keep him. He doesn't do anything good for us in the passing game. Jacob Spurlock, looks like this is the top defensive end. So we will wind up just hanging on to him. Defensive tackle wise, do drop by 4 points. You never want to keep anybody like that. Jason Jones, decent guy. Kind of on the weak end, but we'll see what it goes. Now the quarterback Darius Williams, man, he turns out to be a pretty good player at that corner. So looks like we might have found the guy that we want to keep on that edge. Now we got the Jake Thomas. He looks like he could be a quarterback. That 92 throw power, and we're sitting here, and man, we're gonna have to fight. We're gonna have to fight for dude, because there's that's a top talent that are trying to go after him. Now we got Lonnie Harris. We can't fully scout him yet. I hate that Bush Jones doesn't have the freaking the little scouting thing all the way up. He's sitting at the 2 where we get 50% off. Not even good. But pretty much here, you guys see finalizing the points into some of these guys. And pretty much this is just how it's going to look. And then eventually we'll get into it more. But we're going to go ahead and wind up starting up this game. I'll see you guys when we get in there, though.
Hi everybody, Reese Davis with you, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. Just a couple of go routes from the banks of the Tennessee River. We're at Neyland Stadium in Knoxville, Tennessee. Players on the field getting set to go in this storied venue in this great setting. What a game we have in store for you today. Thanks for checking out the pregame show. NCAA college football action coming up next with Brad and Kirk on the call. David and I will see you at halftime.
Big Will in the building.
Where Interstate 40 meets I-75. You'll find Knoxville, Tennessee. And we're here for today's exciting football game.
All right, you guys, let's go ahead and hop into it. Like I said, I'm not going to show an entire amount. Now, it is going to be a pretty decent size video. I mean, I do about half of the video here. But I'm pretty much just showing what's going on. I mean, we're playing the FCS school, so it's not really anything too big, not anything important is going to happen. We're hitting them with a read option, and Josh Dobbs is just going to take it all the way to the end zone. They can cue up the band. Man, this is why I said I'm not going to show like a crazy amount of what they're going to be doing on offense. I mean, because pretty much it's this dang on easy, especially going up against one of these schools. I mean, they're nowhere near going to be able to stop a powerhouse like Tennessee. Now, you guys can look right here. I just want to show this real quick. Ole Miss obliterates Vanderbilt 44-0. Man, Vandy, this is not a good look to start off. Thought Mike Wilson couldn't get the job done in that game, but he actually isn't playing. And this is a big hit coming down from Bynum, getting the stop. Now, Mike Wilson's not in this series. Kind of wish I was thinking about leaving him in there, but then I'm like, well, I mean, if we want to keep it realistic, just keep it like this. Just keep it normal. But back to pass is Dobbs once again. He's scrambling out, looking downfield. He's making his move, and he's almost getting to the end zone once again. Got caught with the shoelace tackle. This game is pretty good at doing. They do a lot of shoelace tackling as Dobbs winds up throwing an interception here to the other team. Hey, guys, can see the crowd right there, man. FCS has a lot of people here. Not sure exactly why their fan base is that huge in Neyland Stadium. That covers 100,000 people, and Justin Martin with the big old hit, making it a 4th down. So, yeah, not sure why they got that many dang people here. That's quite a bit. But we got Alvin Kamara deep to return here on the punt. We're going to go ahead and get her away. Kamara's going to get this around his own 38, 39-yard line, making a couple cuts. Because Kamara's got a few guys to beat. Looking for a couple blocks downfield. There goes Kamara to the end zone. And let's get it. Alvin Kamara getting to the end zone on the punt return. And we're going to go ahead and get a sack right here. I believe that was Corey Vereen taking him down, and yes, it was. He's got his first sack of the season. But here we go. Dobbs once again back to pass, hitting Josh Smith on a quick slant route, picking up a 1st down. That's a quick 15. And we're just moving these sticks along, man. Easy game so far to start. Got Ethan Wolf going high and going down hard. Ethan Wolf tried jumping over the guy, and it didn't pan out in his favor. Dobbs takes a shot as he gets rid of it. Josh Malone on the reception. Malone getting a 16-yard gain. We will take it. But we're going to have to wind up selling him for 3 down there. Back to pass is, I guess, Rogers, their quarterback, and he is going down by the SEC sack leader, Derek Barnett, man. Derek Barnett wound up breaking the sack record during the bowl game they had down here in at the Music City Bowl, against Nebraska. And there's another sack. I believe that, yep, Shy Tuttle getting the sack. And, man, it was just a pretty bad offensive line that we were facing in this one. But we got Kamara deep to return right here once again. Already has one, looking for another one. Kamara, he's taking it. He's got the outside. He's got a couple guys to beat. Looking for his blockers. He does get a big block downfield. He's got a man to beat it. He's going to beat him again. Let's get it. Alvin Kamara with a 2nd return for a touchdown. Let's get it, Kamara. Great blocking, guys. Man, great blocking. Kamara using his wheels to get to the end zone.
By with this update, Reese.
The Gators had the final spot in the poll at number 25. Unfortunately, that didn't last long. And for Toledo,
and you guys can see the Gators are getting upset by Toledo 25-24. That's a nice win right there. Good stuff, Toledo. We would gladly love to see that any time of the day. Back to pass, Dobbs here, but hitting Jawan Jennings. Jennings picks up the 1st down, getting a decent gain. We are in the 2nd half now. And Dobbs, man, it's blowout. Just trying to get us to the end of this quarter, and we'll wind up taking out the starters. He's hitting Preston Williams, who was actually no longer on the Volunteers. He wound up leaving, along with Jalen Hurd. Jalen Hurd is also gone as he wound up taking it in for a 7-yard touchdown. Apparently Hurd wound up transferring, said he wanted to become either a tight end or a receiver. I don't know. I didn't hear anything about him possibly going into the draft, which would have been smarter for him. But oh well, man, that's up to her. Not really too smart. Now we got a pass right here being picked off by Evan Berry. He's going to wind up taking this one all the way. And he's looking like his big brother, his boy Eric Berry, getting the pick. He's wearing his brother's number, and he's taking it all the way. The explosive return, man, is taking this one all the way back. Great stuff, Evan Berry. And it's a 38-0 ball game, you guys. 1st and 10, back to passes. Rogers is meeting the dirt once again. Corey Vereen with another sack. I believe that's his 2nd on the day there. Rodgers once again back to pass, and Shy Tuttle has another sack. Multiple guys with multiple sacks here in this one, and it's not coming from Barnett. It's kind of surprising, but it might be because he keeps trying to run anytime he passes the ball. But they do wind up picking up a first down right there, and it actually leads them to a field goal. So we will wind up getting it. Now, we did mention Evan Berry being an explosive return man earlier. Here goes Evan Berry. He's got his block setting up. He hits the outside. He's at the 40. He's at midfield. He's a block, and he's not going to get it, but it's still a good 64-yard return. You know Evan Berry can be that guy whenever we need good field position. Actually, one of the main reasons UT beat Florida. But, not Florida, Georgia this year. Hitting the screenplay right here. We got Josh Smith getting it all the way down inside the 5. Back to pass here. We're hitting Josh Smith once again. And it's just another easy touchdown. And this game, man, it's a pretty bad way. 44-3, and it's nowhere near even being over for the FCS team. Back to pass here, and Corey Vereen is getting another sack. Got his 4th of the ball game. Good stuff, Corey Vereen. It's going to wind up being a school record. And pretty amazing, man, when he's just taking off like that. But we do got the backups in, and this is pretty much the final play of this one. Just another touchdown run, and it's Alvin Kamara breaking away, getting into the end zone for the easy score, 58-3. And, man, this was just a dominating game. It's going to wind up being the final in this one, 59-3. And we're going to wind up winning this one. Dormandy's taking the knee because he knows that's what hurts the most, especially in a blowout loss like this. But you got to believe SCS is just ready to get out of here. But hey, you guys, I do want to say thank you all very much for watching the video. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit the like button, leave a comment, hit the subscribe button to stay up to date with the videos I'll be posting of this series and more. And Alvin Kamara, 262 for all-purpose yards and 4 touchdowns. Man, I didn't even know they did that on this game. That's pretty, I kind of like it. I like that. But anyway, that is going to wrap it up for me in this video. The rest of this is just highlights. But I'm out to next time, everybody. Peace.